I'm gonna start with Mia.
Okay.
First of all, I love movie June. I wanted to tell you that.
Thank you.
And I think you're a part of the why I love her. When she arrives in Milan, she doesn't really know where she belongs, and I think she has a desperate need to create friendships or like relationships in general outside of her family. How do you think the journey that she embarks in this movie, even with these boys, helps her to really understand more about human connections and friendships and relationship in general?
Yeah, I think the theme of loneliness is really explored in the movie, and it's a really interesting point that we tackle. And yeah, I mean, in the movie, June's been moving around. She hasn't really settled in a place for very long, so it's difficult for her to keep friends. Yeah, this is the first time that she kind of feels that she wants to really settle in and make an effort, and you know. But I think when she first, obviously not speaking the language, having to practice Italian and meeting those new people for the first time, I think she finds quite daunting. But I love that it works out for her and that she makes some friends and that she can go out and have a good time. But yeah, obviously some people might not be as they seem, so there's that too. Yeah.
Pepe, James, as the internet was said, is a walking red flag. But we know that he's rough on the outside, but then we understand there is a lot more. When you were approaching the character, what are the parts of him that you really loved and maybe you learned from him, and maybe the part that were really difficult for you to understand and maybe even get behind?
I think it's always difficult to break a little bit with those characters that you don't like at all. In the end, I think you have to let go and portray what the character is, and Roger helped me through the process a lot, and I think what you have to be is less judgeful, you know, and trust the character and the story and the line that he goes through, I guess, from the beginning to the end.
Look, Will is the opposite because it's like shiny and sunshine outside, but it's really complicated and there is a lot of darkness, and maybe that's why they get along so much. Why do you think he cherishes so much, and it's really important for him, the relationship that he has with James and their friendship?
Yes, as you said, Will is completely the opposite. I would say that maybe James in the end is the green flag and Will is the red flag, because the appearance is something, and then when you go deeper inside the character, there is something else. By the way, it's not his fault, and I loved him, and I love the friendship that he has with James. He's always taking care of him, even if sometimes he's not understanding that. So that's why he's trying to put himself at the same level, trying to reach a person that is on another level, that is viewed as something great from everybody, even if it's dangerous.
Imagine that you are a friend of your character, and maybe for the future, you can give them an advice. What advice would you give your character, or maybe also the others' characters?
I would say continue to stand up for yourself at moments of conflict. Keep wearing your heart on your sleeve, and you know, feeling all your emotions to their maximum level, and maybe don't trust people so easily. And yeah, just try to be happy.
Say probably break the wall, you know, that you built in front of you, and be nicer to people, and just try to enjoy the little moments and appreciate the people that are around you.
I'd say to Will, love yourself, be more self-confident, and don't worry, you are surrounded by many people that loves you.
Yeah, and lastly, this is a book that many people love. Also, maybe it's a series that maybe younger girls read for the first time. There is a book maybe in your adolescence or your childhood that you read and you will love to reread for the first time and re-experience that for the first time, if you could.
For me, it's Twilight, of course.
Oh.
So good, yeah. I wish I could read that again for the first time.
For me, it's I don't know, I don't think there's a version in other languages, but it was called El Sanador de Caballos, called Horse Healer, which is actually a historical novel.
Of course.
But it's a beautiful story, and it treats it treats a lot of like the loneliness of the characters, you know, and in the book.
I loved the Norwegian Wood by Murakami. I think I would like to reread it.
Okay, thank you guys.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
It was really nice talking to you.